Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. So student, in the previous part of the video, I told you a new method which is known as completing the square method. Okay, that was the method to find the solution of quadratic equations. Student, till now we have covered solution of a quadratic equation by factorization method. After that we have covered solution of a quadratic equation by completing the square method. Now today we will discuss the last method to find the solution of a quadratic equation. And what is the name of the method? Sridharacharya method, okay, or quadratic formula. Okay, this formula is given by Sridharacharya, that's why this formula is also known as Sridharacharya method or quadratic formula. And why it is used? It is used to find the roots of a quadratic equation. Roots of the quadratic equation or the solution of the quadratic equation, both are the same. Roots are nothing but the value of variable and solution is also nothing but the value of the variable. Okay, so what is this method? So student, when I have started this chapter, I told you the general form of quadratic equation. Okay, so what is the general form of quadratic equation? Any quadratic equation can be written as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, this is the general form of any quadratic equation where a comma b comma c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. This was the general form of a quadratic equation. Okay, in this quadratic equation variable is x, so we have to find the roots of this equation. So okay, so what is the formula? The formula is x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, now student, you will think that sir, how this formula comes? So student, this formula comes by the method of completing the square. When you will find out the roots of this equation, when you will apply the completing the square method, then you can easily get the value of x. Okay, and the value of x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac. Okay, and this formula is applicable when, suppose this is a formula. Okay, this formula can also be when means generally this formula is basically used for the real values. Real values means which we can represent on the number line. Okay, the first question comes that where we can apply this formula. You can apply in any quadratic equation. Okay, but it will give answer only when the roots will be real or equal or distinct. Okay, for imaginary roots can be calculated, but there is another method to find out. Okay, so you must remember that thing. This formula is applicable for all types of quadratic equations. Okay, all types. In any variable this formula is applicable. If suppose a quadratic equation is given and you have to solve it. Okay, so there are three methods. One is factorization method, second is completing the square method, and third is this method. So in factorization method, sometimes we can do factorization and sometimes we cannot do factorizations. So in that case we face problem. So by using that formula you can find the roots of any type of quadratic equations. Okay, so you just remember this formula, and if you want to know how this formula comes, so when you will apply the completing the square method to this equation, you will get the value of x this much only. Okay, this can also be written as, see, here is plus minus now. So what are the, because it is a quadratic equation and we all know that because it is a quadratic equation, so we will get two values of x because the degree is 2, so we will get two values of x. So what are the two values? So two values of x will be, first value will be x equal to minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, comma, second value will be minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, because here is plus minus na. So in the previous part also I told you, whenever you get plus and minus, so first you will solve for plus and then you will solve for minus. Okay, so this is the two values of x which can be calculated by this formula. This formula is given by Sridharacharya, which was known as a mathematician. So he gave this formula. So that's why this formula is also known as quadratic formula, because it is applying in quadratic equation, and this formula is given by Sridharacharya. That's why this method is also known as Sridharacharya method. Okay, so you have to remember this point. Okay, so note down this. And what is a, b and c? I already written that a, b, c are real numbers which are the coefficient of x square, x and constant term, and they are the real numbers. Okay, so you have to remember this formula, children. One more thing, student, when you will write down now, below side you can write this b square minus 4ac can be written as d. This b square minus 4ac is written as d. Now what is d? D is known as determinant. And this d plays a significant role to identify the nature of the roots, which we will discuss in the later part of the video. Just to remember, b square minus 4ac can be replaced by d, and this d is known as the determinant. And what is the use of this d? This d signifies that what type of natures of roots a quadratic equation can have. Okay, it's generally shows the nature of the roots. Okay, which we will discuss in the later part of the video. So first you note down this formula. For together you will use that, and if you have to tell the individual value of x, then you can use like this. Okay, first is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Second is minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So these are the values of roots of the quadratic equations. So please note down this. You can prove it also, student. You can prove it also, because if you know the completing the square method, then you can easily develop this formula. Okay, what is the completing the square method? First we have to make the coefficient of x square 1. So because here is a, so we will divide two sides by a. After that we will see the coefficient of x. Whatever is the coefficient of x, that will be multiplied by 1 by 2. So whatever will come, you will take the square of that, and the same thing you will add in the LHS also and RHS also, and after simplification you will get the value of x, which is also known as roots. Okay, so nothing to worry, this formula you can prove it. This is the homework for you. You will prove it, this formula. Okay, how this formula comes, this is the assignment for you also. Okay, whatever assignment you will get, the internal assessment, in the internal assessment this will be included. Okay, so this proof you have to do by yourself, because I have told you the method. Just go through the method and prove it. Okay, so this is your assignment also, how to prove this, how it comes. Okay, and this method is generally used for finding the roots of the quadratic equations. Okay, whenever you have to find the solution or roots, you can use this method. Okay, so I hope you have noted down. Remember this formula, it will help you to solving the questions. Now one example based on this quadratic formula. Okay, now see, suppose I am going to solve one question. Suppose this question. This is the question of your exercise also. So suppose I have written like example, solve 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equal to 0 by the quadratic formula. By the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula or Shridharacharya method, both are same. Okay. By the, if solve is written, then it is also same. If you, in the question it is written that find the roots, both are same. Okay, so don't be confused that solve is different and roots is different. Both are same. In solve you find the value of x, and in roots also you find the value of x. So both are same. So we have to solve this question by using quadratic formula. Okay. So first step is that whatever quadratic equations is given, first compare it with the general form. So when you will compare it, question is this, 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. Now comparing to general form of quadratic equation. General form of quadratic equation. What is the general form of quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now when this equation will be compared to this equation, we can say the value of a equal to 2, the value of b equal to minus 7, because here is plus, here is minus, so always we take minus sign. Now value of c will be equal to plus 3. Okay. Now you have to solve, you have to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So by quadratic formula, what was the quadratic formula? X equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay. Now students, now put the all values of a, b and c in this formula. So when you will put it, x, now here is minus, so minus. What was the value of b? The value of b was minus 7, so minus 7 in bracket. Okay. Now plus minus under root b square, it means minus 7 square, minus 4 into 2 into 3 divided by 2 into 2. Okay, all values I have put. So now x equal to, this minus minus will become plus 7 plus minus under root minus 7 square will become 49 minus 4 to the 8, 8 is a 24, 24 upon 4. This comes, my student. Now see, x equal to, this comes 7 plus minus under root 49 minus 24 will come 25 upon 4. This comes after solving. Now student, I am going to delete this part, means remove this part. Okay. Now what is the value of x, student? Now see, x equal to, after here I am doing here. So 7 plus minus under root 25. Under root 25 means square root of 25 will be 5. So 7 plus minus 5 upon 4. Now this much you got. Now student, here is plus minus 2 signs are there, na? So you have to take it one at one time. So when you will take plus sign, so when x equal to 7 plus 5 upon 4, it will come 12 upon 4, it means 3. And when x equal to 7 minus 5 by 4, so it will come 2 upon 4, that is 1 by 2. Now when I have taken plus sign, I got the value of x is 3, and when I have taken minus sign, you have to take one sign at a one time, because plus minus are together now. So you will take two conditions. In first condition you will take plus, in the second condition you will take minus. So by doing that, we got the values of x equal to 3 and x equal to 1 by 2. So hence our solution is 3 comma 1 by 2. So roots will be, roots or solution, roots are 3 and 1 by 2. Now you can also write or x equal to 3 comma 1 by 2. Both are the same thing. Here you have written in the word form, here you have written in the mathematical form. So both are correct. So this is the method. And it is very simple. See student, just we have put the values, we got the roots. Very simple. If in the question nothing is specified and you don't know how to factorize, then this method is the Brahmastra for you. Okay. Like we have seen in the Mahabharata, Ramayana, Brahmastra. So this formula is a Brahmastra for you. It will help you in any conditions. If you don't know how to factorize, then you can easily solve any quadratic equation by this method only. Okay. If nothing is specified, then if it is specified that you have to solve by factorization method only, then you have to do by that method only. Okay. So this is the method to find the roots or solution of the quadratic equation. I hope you have understood. Now one more question I can tell you, so that you will be comfortable with that formula. Now suppose one more question I am solving. Find the roots of, see this is also your exercise question. Roots of 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0 by quadratic formula. Okay. Now students, see. Again same thing you have to do. First note down the question. When you will note down the question, equation is 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. Now when you will compare it with the general form you know na, ax square plus bx plus c. When you will compare this equation with the general form by comparing, you don't need to write in every question, but I am writing here, by comparing this equation to general form, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we will get the value of a equal to 2, the value of b equal to 1, and the value of c equal to minus 4. By comparing you can find out the value. Okay. Now by quadratic formula, what is the formula children? X equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now put all the values. Now see, x equal to, the value of b is 1, so minus 1 plus minus under root, that is 1 square minus 4 into, the value of a is 2 and the value of c is minus 4. Okay, divided by 2 into 2, the value of a is 2. Now x equal to minus 1 plus minus under root, 1 ka square will be 1. Now 4 2s are 8, 8 4s are 33, and because minus sign is there, so minus 33, and minus minus will become plus, so plus 33, plus 32, sorry. 4 2s are 8, 8 4s are 32, minus 32, minus minus will plus, so plus 32 upon 4. So x will be equal to minus 1 plus minus under root 33 by 4. Okay. Now what you do student, you will take, because here is 2 sign na, because we cannot take the square root of 33, because 33 is not a perfect square, so leave in the root only. Okay, don't come in the point, leave in the root only. Okay, So because two sign is here, plus and minus, so at a time we will take one sign. So when x equal to minus 1 plus root 33 by 4, so first answer will be this, because you don't know, because the actual value you don't know. You can calculate this value but don't, because it is not a perfect square, then leave it in the square root only. So first is this, and when x equal to minus 1 minus root 33 by 4, so this, so it means that we got two values, that is x equal to minus 1 plus under root 33 by 4, and second minus 1 minus under root 33 by 4. So this is your answer. Okay, you can write like that, whatever I have written in the previous question. Okay, so this is the roots of quadratic equation. Two values you got. First value is minus 1 plus under root 33 by 4. Second value is minus 1 minus under root 33 by 4. Okay, so I hope you have understood. So I think, student, it is clear to all of you. Now some different type of questions, all method, whatever method we used for solving the quadratic equation we have learned. Okay, so now we will solve some miscellaneous problems so that we can solve all types of question in quadratic equations. Okay, so one question which is also given in the NCERT, your exercise book. So this is the, I think, question number 3. So it is the question number 3 of your exercise 4.3. Question number 1 and question number 2 I have already explained, student. You can solve by yourself. Question number 1 is based on completing the square method. Question number 2 is based on quadratic formula, and question number 3 is this: find the roots of the following. Okay, find the roots of the following equations. Now first part is this: x minus 1 by x equal to 3, where x cannot be 0. Okay, this is the question. In this you have to find the roots of the quadratic equations. Okay, now students, see, when you will see this question, you will say that, sir, it is not quadratic equation. Listen, first solve it. After that you can see it is a quadratic or not. It is a quadratic when you will solve it. See, what you do, you take the LCM of these two. See, this can be written as x upon 1, na? So LCM of 1 and x will be x only, na? This can be written as x upon 1 minus 1 by x equal to 3. Now LCM of 1 and x will be x. Now x when divided by 1 will come x, and x into x will become x square, and minus x divided by x 1, and 1 into 1 1 equal to 3. Now this cross multiply it. When you will cross multiply it, you will get x square minus 1 equal to 3x. Okay, now transfer this 3x to this side. So x square minus 1 minus 3x equal to 0. Now write in a proper manner. So x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, now students, see, can you factorize it? Can you factorize it? You cannot factorize it. And in the question nothing is specified that which method you have to use. So I suggest you use quadratic formula method. Okay, so see, when we will apply to solve this question by quadratic formula method, so what we will do, we will compare this equation to the general form of quadratic equations. So now I am writing the value of a, b and c directly. So when I will compare to the general form, I will get the value of a will be, ऐसे लिख दे रहा हूँ मैं, by comparing this equation to general form of quadratic equation, what is the general form? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. I can write a equal to 1, b equal to -3 and c equal to -1. All values of a, b and c we have calculated. Now apply quadratic formula, because nothing is specified, only this much is written. Find the roots of the following equation. So you can use any method. So I am using quadratic formula method and it is very easy. Okay. So by quadratic formula, what is quadratic formula? X equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is the formula, student. Okay. Now put all values of a, b and c. So x will be equal to, minus is here and the value of b is -3. So -3 plus minus under root -3 का square, -3 square minus 4 into 1 into -1. Okay, divided by 2 into 1, because space was not there, that's why I have written here. Okay, so now x is equal to, minus will become plus, plus minus under root. Now -3 का square will become 9. And see, 4 into 1, 4, and 4 into -1, -4, and minus will become plus, so plus 4 upon 2. So what you will get? X equal to 3 plus minus under root 13 upon 2. Now student, root 13 is not a perfect square, so we will leave it as roots only. Okay, so what is the answer? When we will take plus sign, so x will be equal to 3 plus under root 13 by 2, and when we will take negative sign, x will be equal to 3 minus under root 13 by 2. So this is your answer. Okay. Two values of x are, first is 3 plus under root 13 by 2 and second is 3 minus under root 13 by 2. And in the answer what you will write? X equal to this comma this. Okay, so this will be your answer. Both value we have calculated, because it is a quadratic equation, so we will get two values of x. So by that you can solve this type of question. Now I am going to solve the second part of third question. Okay, I think you have understood. Just you have to use basic concept. Okay, very simple question. These are. Second part. What is the second part, students? 1 upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 equal to 11 by 30, where x cannot be -4 and 7. Now students, understand this word, why this is written, because when x will be 7, then it will become 0, and we don't want denominator will be 0. So that's why x cannot be equal to 7. And similarly, when you will put x equal to -4, so this will become 0. And this is in the denominator, and we don't want denominator should be 0. So that's why the value of x cannot be -4 and 7. Now solve it. Same method. Take the LCM of these two. So what will be the LCM? LCM will be x plus 4 and x minus 7. Okay. Now, when you will take the LCM, then this number will be divided by this. So what will be left? X minus 7. And when x minus 7 is left, this is that will be multiplied to 1. So here will become x minus 7 in bracket. Okay, minus. Now when this will be divided by x minus 7, x plus 4 will be left, and when x plus 4 will be multiplied to 1, here will be x plus 4 is equal to 11 by 30. Now open it. when you will open the bracket, it will be x minus 7 only, and it will be minus x minus 4 this side. Now multiply these two. When you will multiply these two, then x into x will become x square plus 4 into x plus 4x, x into minus 7 minus 7x, and minus 28 equal to 11 by 30. Now this x cancel. This x cancel now. So what will be left? Minus 7 and minus 4 will become minus 11 divided by, here is x square, here plus 4x minus 7x will become minus 3x, and minus 28 equal to 11 by 30. Okay. Now student, cross multiply. When you will cross multiply, this 30 will multiply to this side and this whole will multiply to this side. So minus 11 into 30 one side, and next side 11 into, because this 11 will multiply to this whole now, so you can put bracket x square minus 3x minus 28. Now see, here is 11 also, here is 11 also, so cancel it. Okay. Now here will left minus 30, and here will left x square minus 3x minus 28. Now transfer this all thing in this side. Listen, whenever you solve quadratic equation now, the coefficient of x square should be positive. Okay, because in the general form the coefficient of x square is positive. That's why we always make the coefficient of x square positive. You can solve in negative also, but try to follow the rules. Okay, so now what you do, you transfer this minus 30 to this side. So what it will become, here will be 0 and here will be x square minus 3x minus 28, and it will become plus 30. Now 0 equal to x square minus 3x plus 2. Now write in the proper way, x square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Now again we form the quadratic equation now, so you can solve it by any method, either by factorization, either by completing the square, and either by the quadratic formula. So here now I will solve this by, in this question the factorization method and quadratic formula both are simple. Okay, so which method you want to use, you can use it. So I think here we can use what? We can use factorization method because it will factorize. In the previous part it will not factorize. Okay, so it's your wish student, whenever you form quadratic equation, you have studied 3 formulas how to solve quadratic equation, you can apply any of them. Okay, so I am applying here quadratic formula, sorry, factorization method. So when I will factorize it, I will get x square minus, because minus is here, and 1 into 2, 2. So the factor of 2 will be 2 and 1, so that they will, when they will add it, we will get 3. So 2x plus x plus 2 equal to 0. So x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 equal to 0. Now you will say, sir, why you have, in the previous part you have used quadratic formula, and this part you have used factorization method. It's your wish student, because in quadratic formula 2 or 3 steps will be more, so that's why I prefer this. You can use quadratic formula, don't worry, answer will come same only. Okay, so don't panic. So now when you will factorize it, you will get, you have to make two pairs. So first pair is this, second pair is this. So between these two, x will be common, so x in bracket x minus 2, and between these two, first term is negative, so we will take minus, and because in these two terms nothing is common, so we will take 1 common, so that is x minus 2 equal to 0. Now in both the two terms x minus 2 can be common, so x minus 2 and x minus 1 equal to 0. So now what we are doing, we equate each factor equal to 0 separately. So when we will equate this x minus 2, when x minus 2 equal to 0, x will be 2, and when x minus 1 equal to 0, x will be 1. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 2 comma 1. So this is the root. Okay, whenever you will form a quadratic equation, you are free to apply any formula. If in the question factorization is, if in the quadratic equation factorization is possible, then you can factorize it. If you don't know factorization, then use the quadratic formula. It's your wish. Okay. Generally we use according to the situation. If it is easy by the factorization, then we use factorization. If it is easy by the quadratic formula, then we use quadratic formula. Okay. So it's your wish. Remaining things are same. So student, only one topic is left in this chapter. So exercise 4.3 up to question number 3 I have covered. Okay, few questions are left, you can do by yourself. Now what is the homework for you? Homework for you is to solve exercise 4.3 completely. It is the word problems, and not all question I will tell you, because if I will tell all question, then you will not practice. Okay, so 3 question I have discussed, 8 questions are left, and out of 8 question I will tell maximum 2 or 3 question I will tell out of 8. Okay, so read the word problems carefully, solve it, you will get the answer. Okay, don't panic. From I have seen that many students very afraid from word problems, but it is very easy. Just you have to focus on the sentences, read the sentence properly and make the equation. Just that is all. Okay, and after that when equation will form, then you can solve by any method. Okay, so homework for today is, homework will be exercise 4.3 complete. Okay, in the next class I will tell 2 or 3 questions of this exercise. After that I will move to the last part of the chapter, that is nature of roots. So I thought you have understood this part of the chapter. So read the question, solve the question and practice more. Okay, so whatever things is whatever things are left in the question, what I am saying, whatever things are left in the chapter we will discuss in the next part of the video. Okay, so till then have a nice day, take care.